Happy vlog, you guys. I am currently 5 weeks postpartum. I have some concealer on my face that I've forgotten to blend out. I finished my coffee, Josie is napping, Patty's on drop off, and it is 8:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna blend out this concealer, put a little bit of makeup to feel alive, get some work done while she's sleeping, and then Patty will come home. I think he's going to the gym class at like 9:30 to 10:30. So whenever he's back, I'm gonna go to the gym, but I thought I would show you what a week looks like. It's not even started off realistic because I've taken a 20-minute nap whenever Patty was feeding the kids breakfast. Josie was taking a nap too. She thankfully takes like decent naps still at 5 weeks. Sometimes they can shorten. Every day is different, so you'll probably see that with the next couple of days. But right now it's 8:30. I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on and get some work done, and then I'll check back in. Good morning. Are you ready for your bottle? Yes? Okay, okay. Hello. Hello. You get your poo-poos out? Good girl. Good girl. Get your poo-poos out. Nothing happier than a content, fed, and poop-free baby. Right, Josie girl? You feel better now? She has a wee shaved spot on her head there from when we were in hospital. If you guys don't follow on Instagram, then you'll not know, but she got a viral infection at 2 weeks old, and we were in hospital for 5 days. And they had to shave her head at one point in the middle of the night to try to get a line into a vein, but thankfully, well, not thankfully, but thankfully also, they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it in anywhere. They couldn't get it in her hand, her feet, her head. It kept falling out 3 times because she needed 6 rounds. And she had to get a lumbar puncture as well, which is basically a spinal, which we could not stay in the room for, oh my goodness. But we're so thankful for amazing staff at the hospital. And you will not ever remember it, although I will. It was a lot. She's home and safe and healthy. That's what happens when you're the third born and your siblings bring stuff home. Okay, now that she's fed and secured onto me, this is a LoveSBandEllepearls Bloom carrier. It's so cute. It has like a tie in the back and then like adjustable straps at the side, and it's a really pretty like caramel waffle knit. Also, don't mind my eyebrows, I just plucked them so they're a little red blotchy, but I quickly skipped over a little bit of a traumatic week. So at 2 weeks old, she took a temperature, and because she's so little, you can't administer like medicine yourself, obviously. So we went to A&E, and because of her age and fever, they put her at the top of the list and prioritize it because anything can shift with someone, a little baby that small, a urine infection, a flu, anything. So they treat it until they can find a source. And because everything was coming back negative, flu, COVID, urine, everything was coming back negative, which seems good, there's still no source. So I think they really wanted to rule out meningitis, and thankfully that wasn't it. It was a viral infection, which Oscar definitely was feverish on the weekend. And unfortunately, when you have multiple children in a house and they go to nursery, they're just gonna bring stuff home, and they were amazing. It's quite common, you know, if there's other kids in the house for younger infants to pick that up. And as much as it felt traumatic at the time, they were so on the ball and really great. But we did stay 5 days, 4 nights in the hospital, and I ended up getting the flu as well. So it was a lot. Delivery. All right, you always know when something's dropped off because of Sandy, don't we? That one scared me a little bit, but it definitely was more traumatizing for us as the parents because she obviously will never remember any of it, but it was a lot for us. And also me being only 2 weeks postpartum, my hormones were all over the place. I also took mastitis at the beginning of that week because she's quite a tired feeder. I did combo feeding right from the beginning, just like I did with Oscar, but he was a hungry boy. He would have taken anything I had given him, and he was so efficient, so he obviously really emptied me out, where she would fall asleep on me even if I tried to wake. I tried it all. This is my 3rd baby. I know how to try and wake up a baby, but she was such a sleepy feeder, and she would sleep on her bottle as well. So naturally, a clogged duct happened because I wasn't getting emptied out, and yeah, that was fun. So with having 3 kids, going to the hospital and running a business on top of all this, we're now bottle fed and she is happy, and she's actually getting less tired when she feeds, which is really great because it's now week 5 and she still falls asleep a little bit on bottle, especially like coming up to like nighttime, but I'm happy, she's happy, and for my hormone's sake, we're doing a lot better here. So week 5, which is crazy. I haven't even like really updated you guys. I'm very minimal with how I update. I always feel like mom stuff on the internet can be a little dicey sometimes, so please take or leave what you want from this. I am definitely not one to give advice. I'm doing what works for me. You do what works for you because ultimately it's your child and you know best. That being said, she's probably gonna fall asleep in this. To be honest, I could probably fall asleep if I was laying down with her. She's like a hot water bottle, so nice. I'm gonna make a smoothie because I've not eaten yet and it's 10 o'clock. So I need to make something for me because you've had your food, now I need to have mine. I'm gonna make a smoothie. Patty should be home in like 25 minutes. And then I'll put her down to sleep a little bit more if she is sleeping. If not, I'll put her in her little bouncer. We have that baby Bjorn bouncer. It's on the table over there folded, but she loves it. Oscar loved it too, and it's so handy to just like bring with us, especially if you're going to someone's house and they obviously don't have like baby stuff. It's like portable that you can just pop them in if you don't have someone to hold her at all times. So very, very handy. Hello. Hello. Hi. Do you want to tell me a story? Are you tired, little baby? This is my gym outfit, nothing revolutionary. These leggings are Adenola. This little like cropped jumper zip up is, I think, Amazon, to be honest. But I'm taking it slow, you guys. I'm 5 weeks, everyone's gonna be different. I also stayed like consistent with my weight workouts and Pilates throughout my pregnancy, so I'm not just picking this up to pick it up. I feel ready, I had a good recovery. I'm also not doing anything strenuous. I'm adjusting a lot of things that I can't do or I'm not ready for. So I'm just taking it slow. I only went to the gym once last week. I'm gonna try to aim for twice this week, but I'm not really putting pressure on myself. I'm doing Pilates about twice a week, and I find that actually harder than lifting weights, to be honest, because it's more like core focused, and obviously my core is minimal at the moment after growing a baby for 9 months. So I'll catch up with you after the gym. You can tell what kind of day it's been whenever no extra makeup has been put on and I'm wearing a cozy jumper, but I have a chicken in the oven with some potatoes and carrots. Olive and Oscar are having Olive and Oscar time. We've implemented a 20-minute, nothing else other than spending time with each other. They can read, draw, make a dance up. I don't care, but it's uninterrupted Olive and Oscar time because there's a lot of changes in this house with having a new baby, and they are so good with Josie, to be fair, like so gentle, so caring.
And what are you doing?
I'm vlogging.
What's vlogging?
Vlogging, you know how Mommy has videos, and I have videos of when you were little and Oscar was little. Guys, what happened to Olive and Oscar time? You have 11 minutes left.
Oh, it's Monday. Can I see? What's Monday? What's my? Can I
We'll check it in a bit. Now that it's settled down a little bit, we've implemented like uninterrupted Olive and Oscar time, just so they can.
Mary Poppins.
There's a lot of changes going on. It's almost the end of school, all that stuff. Obviously my attention has shifted a little bit with having a newborn, so we want them to have some time together to bond. And to be fair, they've been pretty good. Olive's really into reading and writing, and so she just reads to Oscar or creates a scavenger hunt or makes him learn a dance from High School Musical. Anyways, they're having Olive and Oscar time. Josie's sleeping. We have the same swing that we had for Olive, and she loves it as well, so they like to nap in that. They did, they do, she does. Anyways, I had a great time at the gym. Definitely feeling it, slowly but surely, but it was great. Then I did a grocery shop. Mondays I always do a grocery shop. And then I came back and it was like an admin day. I had to create a new Pearl card for all of our packages. I did an email with my management, and now making dinner. So that's Monday. We'll have it, I'll show you it quickly, and then it'll be bedtime routine, which if it's not too crazy, I'll let you join in. I feel very like in two minds of how much I share with the kids. Obviously this is like Life with Kids video vlog, but I don't want to overshare their life, specifically the older two, because they're in school now. I want to keep it a little bit separate now that they're older. Even though they want to be a part of it, I'm a little about it. So it'll be smaller clips with them, but naturally they're obviously in my life, so you will see them because this is my job, but more limited, especially on Instagram. But I feel like YouTube, I feel a little bit more lenient because it's like dedicated longtime followers that have better intentions. It's not like a fast form content where like people just come across my content and have no idea about my life, where you guys have been here for like almost 10 years, which is crazy. I'm rambling, I'm all over the place. Let me know if that makes sense. All right, we have a nice uncooked rotisserie style chicken. I made a little pan sauce to pour on top. Some meats, cheese, sugar snap peas, cucumber, sourdough, butter, boiled and baked potatoes and carrots with some fruit. That's our dinner tonight. You guys excited?
Yes!
Good morning, happy Tuesday. I thought I would just have you join in on a very simple makeup routine before I go meet Sarah and her little girl Emmy for a walk. We've had a pretty awful start to summer, and normally it doesn't bother me because May and June are so reliable here in Northern Ireland. July and August are actually the really rainy months, and it's been a really awful start to summer. And the last couple of like, oops, they're on like 3 different boxes here. The last couple of like nice days we were in hospital with Josie, so I feel like we've not had a good stint, and for my hormone sake, I need some sun. I also am getting my hair done tomorrow, which I think will help my mood a little bit. In 2 minds of how I want it, because I know we're about to enter in the next like 2 months hair loss territory. I've changed out a shampoo now. I heard people talk about that Vita one. I'll link it down below, but I bought it on the weekend, so I'm using that now, and it's over 12 weeks, reduces hair loss. So I thought start it now because in the next 12 weeks, that's kind of when postpartum hair loss begins. I need to start doing my makeup and not just talking. Taking this Huda Beauty concealer in Marmalade. It's a little too dark, but with everything else going on, it will be fun. I also like picked my face, so don't do that. And also, instead of going super warm, because I do love a warm tone to my hair, I think to complement this mousy color, I don't want to go cool because I don't feel like cool tones suit me. More of like a beigey tone. But I've been talking far too many minutes about hair, but this also is new to my routine. I'm gonna do a proper like everyday June makeup. This will be in it, but I've been using it. It's the Vita Liberata Beauty Blur Face in medium. I'm guessing they have more shades, but I love it. I love the body blur for body, especially for an event if I haven't done like a proper tan. I'm just going to use the Pearl Duo-ended brush. You can use this for cream because it's synthetic. I'm just stippling it onto my face, and it adds a little bit of a tan and a glow. So it's gonna blend into that concealer perfectly. Now for under my eyes, I actually had a decent sleep last night. I did the 3 a.m. feed. Patty and I normally tag team off that. I can't do the 11 o'clock one. I'm so tired by like 10:15. So Patty does the 11 o'clock. I do the 3, and then he'll do the 7, or sometimes he does the 3 and I do the 7. So we kind of go off each other there. He has always been able to function better off of less sleep, literally since I've known him. I am genetically just a bigger sleeper, like my entire family. We can have like 10 hours of sleep and still like an hour and a half nap, and you know, we're good. So I have a minute left of filming. I don't know why it's saying that. I need to delete some things. I'm gonna take some Real Depth now that it's back in stock, and it's so good. Oh my goodness. I haven't been using this stuff that's been sold out because obviously that wouldn't be fair to you guys, but I'm using this, and it's the perfect contour shade, and it's so natural and not crazy. Anyone can use it. Putting it in those areas, and I'm gonna also put a little bit of Put Together, our best-selling stick ever. This is our 3rd time restocking it. It's that like perfect mauve with a little bit of a brown undertone, so it's just so easy. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out, and I'm gonna have to delete some stuff because it's telling me I have no time left to film. I mean, talk about natural definition, and it just blends out like a dream. Don't mind like the white ring. I feel like one of my videos I did a tutorial on Instagram. People were like, you didn't blend in your bronzer. And I was like, no, that's just my hairline. Like I'm literally pushing into that hairline, and because it's so white, like those baby hairs are fierce, you either have an orange line or just the hairline. So that's kind of how it's always been. Oh my gosh, I feel like I actually maybe am receding a little bit. So I need to get highlights around here to fade that a little bit. I want like a little pop of color on my cheeks. You know what? I might take the palette, take the Core Essentials palette, which has all the core colors in it. I'm gonna take Put Together in powder form and just pop it on top of where we put Together cream form, just to add a little extra layer. Now for brows. Honestly, this is all I've been using, that Brow Aid brow gel in blonde. Brow gel is like the perfect shade, the perfect amount of hold, because I don't like a laminated look because I don't have that structure in my brow or the hairs to accommodate it. This just gives me the exact look that I want, and I think it really suits my face. I'm gonna take Sweet Talker lip liner and fully outline my lips and fill them in. With this shade, I don't overline my lips. I keep it in my lip shape. It's kind of like a Your Lip But Better color. So you can see the difference that alone makes, and that will not budge. These are a cream-based lip liner, hence why you need to have a really good sharpener to sharpen them, because they're more of a cream base. I'm gonna take Kiss Kiss and outline and slightly overline the top lip in the center. And right there, that is the perfect pout. I mean, I naturally have a full lip, not massive, but like fuller, but this just gives a little bit more structure, a little bit more plumpness, and I'm so happy with that. I love it. Now I'm gonna take Put Together as my lipstick lip balm. They're so hydrating. Pat that in. I'm obsessed. Perfect. Love it. I might do one natural coat of mascara just to open up my eyes a little bit. Okay, that is my very simple, quick, it would be 5 minutes if I wasn't talking to you guys, makeup. I'm gonna go get dressed and go for a walk. All right, we are ready for our walk, aren't we, Josie girl, huh? You'd think it was the middle of winter. All cozy wozy, got our walking gear on. Go see Sarah and Emmy, huh?
You're gonna watch
Yeah, Josie's gonna come outside with us.
And French toast.
I made French toast. Hi, Josie Joe. Hi. Hello. And you guys have fish and chips and peas. You love your peas, don't you?
Ow.
I've just finished tidying the kitchen. I look like a hot mess. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to get my hair done tomorrow. I feel like it will just give me a little energy boost. Anyways, I just finished tidying the kitchen. Another reason why we implemented all of an Oscar time is because Josie obviously is still at that like multiple naps a day stage. She's quite low maintenance. They, however, once they're home from school, need obviously more attention, which is great, but also not great when you need to function and life goes on. So yes, they need to be together to not be fighting, but it allows me to like spend 20 minutes just like power cleaning rather than like getting frustrated, because Patty and I work from home. Like our house for the most part stays tidy because obviously your work environment needs to be clean to feel inspired. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't work in a messy environment. So like for the most part, our house is always tidy, but like it's always messy too. I feel like I'm always tidying it because there's just a lot going on. So the 20 minutes that they spend together, I can do like a quick blitz, and then as soon as that's up, I'm done. So I'm not like going OTT. I'm spending 20 minutes in some areas more than others on different days, and it allows me to keep everything a little bit more at bay, so I don't feel like it gets overwhelming where I totally don't want to do it and it's like, ugh. But I'm not spending like 2 hours a day, because I don't have 2 hours a day, let's be honest. So I did laundry this morning. It's dried, so I just put the bed back together, our bed, set up the situation for Josie for when she goes to bed. She normally is like taking her last bottle between 7:30 and 8, and then she goes down, and that's her until her dream feed at like 11, which Patty will do when he's back. Then Olive's reading now. Oscar is outside on his bike / kicking the ball around. They love being outside, which is definitely helpful. I got their rooms ready for bed, so once Olive and Oscar time is done, they'll get their jammies on, brush their teeth, and then I'll read them a book in one of their bedrooms or my bedroom. And then I'll put them down before I get Josie sorted with her little bedtime routine, which is really at the moment nothing concrete because she is 5 weeks. But the last 4 days it's actually been the same-ish routine, which is give her a bottle, I change her, give her a little massage. We tend to give her a bath like every 2 or 3 nights just because she's not dirty, because we're not into like a strict routine yet with her because she's so little. The bath isn't like needed for every night to like start the routine, if that makes sense.
Mom,
Yeah?
I was playing.
You were, I saw you. You're playing so well. You're playing really well.
Sandy.
You go outside. You still have 10 minutes left, okay? Love you.
Can Sandy come in here?
No, keep Sandy outside because you're playing with her really nicely.
Yeah, but I was catching her to do paw.
To do paw, can you try to do both paws?
Can I have a sweetie for Sandy?
Sandy doesn't have sweeties. You can take one of her pebbles.
Pebbles?
Yeah.
Where are they?
In her bowl right there. Who's gonna eat the sock, Oscar?
I'm Sandy.
Because he left it on the floor. Did you just smell your socks?
Can I see? I see.
Daddy's putting on dirty socks.
They're not dirty.
Lunch today is avocado toast with 2 eggs, salt, pepper, and dill. I try to have at least 2 eggs a day. Just easy, and this is always like a variation of my lunch or like a tuna wrap or something like that. Just consistency is the easiest thing to manage, and I like it. Are you all cozy wozy in there? Cozy wozy Josie. That's a bit big on you. But the sun's out, so we're out. I am 100% overdressed for the hairdresser, but I mean, it's classified as a day out at this point, which means I'm going all out. This is a thrifted top, a vintage Coach bag, my handy dandy jeans that I've worn all pregnancy and now postpartum, these Mantra little kitten heels that I'm obsessed with, and Crystal & Co. Jody Wood earrings, and my Jewel Boutique Celine dupes. I think they're like under 25 pounds, so definitely worth it. Let's go. Okay, I'm here at Golden Salon where Danielle has done my hair for the last 5 years. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna film it on Instagram, and I'll leave like everything she does in the comments or the description. And I'll check in with you guys once it's all done. I'm so excited. Okay, you guys, I'm obsessed with this hair color. I basically got her to match my roots in like a low light, and she put it all over like a low light and then little highlights like baby lights, mostly around this like face framing, but not too much. Like I didn't want a money piece, I just wanted more so like underneath here so it's like bright. And then she did a toner on all the pieces that weren't in a foil and trimmed it and gave some layers. It's so healthy. Like she nailed the brief. It's that like teddy blonde kind of shade. So good, like a dark blonde, so natural, can grow out, and it will like soften over a couple of washes, but love it. Came home, had dinner. It was like crazy, hectic. Kids go to bed, all that. I just put Josie to bed there. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea and relax before I go to bed. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Alexa, pause. Can have copyright issues. Kids are off to school, and Josie and I just filmed a little blush application video and might go for a walk, although it looks like a little overcast and I thought it was supposed to be sunny today. Patty's saying it's supposed to be 19 and sunny, but there are raindrops all over his car. So I don't believe him until I see the sun, but it could be more of an afternoon thing. So I thought I would show you my hair in natural light. I feel like every light it looks a little different. We went a touch more beigey in the tone. It's gonna look really bright here because I'm right in front of the window, but I'm obsessed with the finish. Like it's literally my root color with some peaks of brightness just like around my face, like here, because I don't like when it's really dark here because my hair is thinner by my face, so it looks even darker when it's like shadowed, root shadowed. So I wanted her to keep it light here but not too bright here because I feel like it just always looks weird against my roots. So I love it, and I know with every wash it's just gonna feel a little bit more natural and like blended, if that makes sense. I feel like always the first time you get it done, it's gonna be a little bit more, like I can tell it's gonna warm up. My hair always pulls a little bit more warm. This is a little bit ashier than I'd probably go for, but you kind of have to do that to bedroom for it to blend a little bit more naturally. So that's the update. Happy Friday, everyone. I look incredibly extra, but that's only because I have to do some filming today. So Patty took Josie and the kids, well, Oscar's actually off today, to do drop off for Olive, and then they're gonna be back soon, so I'm gonna quickly film, and then hopefully when Josie's napping I can edit, because the due date is today. I air wrapped my hair. I washed my hair last night because I wanted some of the toner to come out, and it's exactly the way I'm wanting it to go, like a little softer, more blended. I'm obsessed. But yeah, I need to get it done. This is gonna be very new for me. I don't know how people with more than like 2 kids can like film their weeks. Like whenever it's like dinner time or bedtime, the last thing I'm thinking is getting out my camera to film that because it's chaotic. So bear with me as I learn and navigate this new season of life, but it's gonna be a little touch and go when it comes to vlogs, and I literally only remember to pick up my camera when I remember. So hopefully you enjoyed this first family of 5 vlog. Yeah, it's new, it's crazy, but I wouldn't change it for anything. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.